President Samia appoints 2 new presidential advisors. A new and interesting discovery in Tanzania as bananas are found to be an applicable source of fuel for cars. Good evening, I am Nasa Kingu. Just a reminder, you can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online, and also get all the latest through our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter pages at TBC Online. President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan has appointed Judge George Masaju as an advisor to the President on Legal Affairs. Before the appointment, Judge Masaju was a High Court judge in the Dodoma Registry. His appointment started on April 28, 2023. Furthermore, President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan has appointed Dr. Richard Stanislaus Mayungi to be an advisor to the President on climate change and environmental issues. Before this appointment, Dr. Mayungi was an environment manager at the Tanzania Electric Supply Company Limited, TANESCO. His appointment started on April 19, 2023. Minister of State, Prime Minister's Office, Policy, Parliament, Labour, Employment, Youth and the Disabled, Professor Joyce Ndalichako, has expressed her satisfaction on preparations for the May Day celebrations, which this year will be held in the Morogoro region. Faithan Gaga has more details.
Minister Ndalichako expressed the contentment in Morogoro region while assessing the preparation progress report from the organizing committee, which indicates various plans towards the May Day celebrations, which this year will be held in Jamhuri Stadium, Morogoro region.
I contacted the regional commissioner to know the progress of the Workers' Day preparations, and I'm really pleased. Honorable Regional Commissioner, I thank you and your team. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors, CRDB and NMB, who have supported us in this important activity and have been able to contribute significantly, along with all the stakeholders who have committed to ensure that these preparations are fulfilled.
The Morogoro Regional Commissioner, Fatma Mwasa, says that the region is well prepared for the important celebrations, taking into account the 5 basic factors, including coordinating a dignified venue.
I am happy to present this report to you. The preparations for the National Workers' Day are going well, and the team you see here has participated fully from the beginning, and they are very well prepared.
Focus of the May Day 2023 is on providing good wages with decent working environment as pillars for the growth of the Tanzanian workforce.
Researchers from Rukwa University College of Education, Muse, in Iringa region have discovered a liquid that comes from ripe bananas to be an applicable source of energy for driving cars, just like petrol and diesel do. The leader of the research panel, Dr. Lewis Mutashobia, says they have conducted the research on 6 types of bananas in Kagera region and found out that unpopular types that are normally converted into alcohol are the ones suitable for generating the energy. Here is a report prepared by Irene Mwakalinga, read by Faithan Gaga.
Banana. Everyone knows banana is a fruit, and some people use them as the staple food and others produce natural wine. Here's good news. The fermented ripe bananas can generate energy that can be used to drive cars. The same cars that use petrol and diesel. University College of Education is the leader of the panel of researchers who came up with this good news.
There are bananas used as food and inedible ones that are used to make alcohol.
What does this study mean for the society and the nation as a whole?
This energy has been used in several countries in cars and homes.
The research findings is part of the week of research and innovation that started at the college with the aim of promoting research work, where the Deputy Director of Higher Learning of the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Dr. Evaristo Mtitu, congratulated the researchers and wants the findings to be of national significance.
We contribute to improving the lives of citizens as well as the society.
Previously, the principal of Rukwa University College of Education, Professor Esther Dungumaro, said that her college will continue to enable its researchers to conduct research to solve the problems in the society.
I urge that you conduct researches with the aim of liberating the society by designing alternative ways that can solve various challenges in order to promote the nation's development.
It is possible that the discovery of energy from bananas is the much-awaited solution to the problems people face, especially considering that the price of petrol and diesel is currently unsustainable. Are you ready for your car to use bananas to generate energy for driving? Irene Mwakalinga, TBC, Iringa.
Very interesting story there, and my apology. The story has been prepared by Irene Mwakalinga and read by Irene Mwakalinga. Thank you very much from Iringa region there. Teachers and students from 10 schools in Temeke and Kinondoni districts in Dar es Salaam region say that educational program on climate change provided by Thai Tanzania organization in collaboration with the Dutch embassy in those schools do make the students good ambassadors to their community on the best way to preserve and care for the environment. Speaking at the end of the Kijana Kijani program, some teachers and students say that since the programs started, there have been many changes in preserving the environment in their schools. Emmanuel Samuel has more details.
It is at the closing ceremony of the Kijana Kijani project, coordinated by Thai Tanzania in collaboration with the Dutch embassy, which aims at ensure that young people in secondary schools are aware of the best way to deal with the climate change challenges. And here some students from the secondary schools of Temeke and Kinondoni district explain how the program helped them.
Thai Tanzania brought changes to the young generation through this interaction. Students from Temeke and Kinondoni secondary schools, they interact together, then they make changes concerned about the issue of preservation of our environment.
Kwa kweli program hii tumeipokea vizuri sana.
In fact, we have received this program very well, and it has made the school able to change, and the students have developed a great interest in taking care of the environment and the sources that can cause damage to the state of the country in general.
Kwanza programu hii imetusaidia sana katika shule yetu.
This program has helped us in our school because they came when Thai Tanzania came to encourage people to take care of the environment, and we started planting trees in our school.
When Thai Tanzania came to our school, they talked about something that gave us a wake-up call for us young people to realize ourselves and know how we lead our future generation. The Thai Tanzania coordinators explained how they planned to ensure that the Kijana Kijani program reaches every Tanzanian in order to bring about positive changes to the environment.
I'm grateful for all the partners, starting with the Netherlands Embassy for the funding they've given to us. But also I'm very grateful for different government agencies. And all I'm saying is this is not the end. We need to work even more together. We need to cooperate so we can bring the sustainable change we want to bring in our community.
We have been able to reach to 10 schools in Temeke and Kinondoni district, in which we have been able to reach to more than 3,000 students. Not only that, our content have been able to be showcased in television and through social media channels, of which we have been able to reach to more than 4 million community members. We are so glad that our beneficiary, specifically young adolescents in secondary schools from both Kinondoni and Temeke, they have received the project in a more positivity way, but also they have increased their knowledge on issues of climate change.
The representative of the Dutch embassy to Tanzania, Nina Van Tok, says he's contented with the way the students are trying to learn through the program.
Today we are at the final event, and it's amazing to see how well all the students prepared everything. They come up with their arguments on climate change, they made poems on climate change, and it's amazing to see how involved they are.
Initially, before the closing of the program, the students had a chance to showcase their talents on how to deal with the effects of climate change through drama. Emmanuel Samuel, TBC News.
Rukwa region has received humanitarian aid for more than 180 families who have lost their houses and properties after being washed away by floods that have hit different areas in the region. Rukwa Regional Commissioner Queen Sandika has received the support from the Prime Minister's Office, Disaster Management Department, DMD, to help the people of Isasa and Itete in Nkasi district, as well as the people of Talanda village in Sumbawanga district, who are in dire need of humanitarian assistance. Here is a report prepared by Jose Cheo, read by Apasia Ringo.
The items provided here include 60.156 tons of maize, 175 mats, and 134 blankets for adults, 37 blankets for children, also 60 gallons of water, 120 buckets of water. So generally, we are handing out 8 items today.
This humanitarian aid has been received by the Rukwa Regional Commissioner, Queen Sandiga, and the Administrative Secretary of the region, Gerald Kusaya.
We have been hit by 2 disasters, and you have helped us as soon as you could. These items will be taken to Nkasi. There, we have 175 victims who will receive these items. This is a huge support, and we are so grateful.
Henna painting business flourishes more during Eid holidays, becoming part of the celebrations for many Muslim women. Our reporter Lulua Muhammad has visited various places here in Dar es Salaam to observe the practice as many Muslim women prepare for the Eid celebrations tomorrow.
Wearing henna is one of the traditions practiced by most Muslim women around the world as part of Eid celebration. And here at the Kariakor market, it's where you find many henna painters around the streets. The henna painting business is said to thrive more during the Eid holiday seasons. Some painters explain the business situation at the moment.
Eid season as a business, of course, good, but yeah, price is same always. Eid season or not there, but henna application always in a like no or not only Eid season, always like Arabic people and Muslim people likes henna applications. Yeah.
So as a flower like this one, how much does it cost?
This 15,000 for both end.
Some Dar es Salaam residents prepare to celebrate Eid by painting henna, and here they say that henna is part of tradition and customs and adds elegance to their looks.
For us, it's a cultural thing. Basically, we've been doing this. I mean, my parents, my mother, actually, my grandmother, has been putting henna on us ever since we were little girls. So we grew up knowing about henna during Eid. It's just exciting. There is no Eid without henna. So I mean, my mother passed it to me. I'm passing it to my kids. My kids are all excited about Eid and knowing that they are going to also apply henna on their nails, beautiful flowers. So yeah, it's just been going from generations to generations, and it's just exciting.
During festival, people prefer to look beautiful more than the normal days. So we apply henna to look more beautiful and more shining.
I think it's good. We are looking great, and when we use that henna to our holidays, we think we are looking good. That's it.
In most places in Dar es Salaam, the highest price for painting henna ranges between 100,000 shillings to 200,000 shillings, while the lowest price is between 15,000 shillings to 50,000 shillings. Reporting from Dar es Salaam, Lulua Muhammad, TBC News.
Very interesting story there. I'm sure after this particular story, henna will not only be about beauty and elegance, but also a lucrative business opportunity. Balloon safaris in Tanzania is set to provide new job opportunities for youth in the country. Captain Mohamed Masood is the first Tanzanian pilot to fly a hot air balloon, and our colleague Margaret Geddy had a chance to talk to him. Let's take a look.
A hot air balloon has been the first form of aviation that dates back in 1783, in which Pilate de Rosière flew over Paris, him being the first man to ever fly in a hot air balloon. Hence, the term pilot came in honor of this man.
The difference between flying the planes, helicopters, and balloon is that this one is more natural. I mean, you're just using the gas, you are heating up the cold air, and then the balloon rises, and then you are floating all the way. So you don't have in such the engine to turn left, right, and all that. But we are using the wind currents to go left and right in a different altitude. That makes it a bit unique compared with the other aircraft.
In Tanzania, different national parks have been using balloons to carry tourists as a tool of aerial wildlife viewing. Making the first Tanzanian pilot to fly a hot air balloon, Captain Masood enjoys his job because every day is a new experience.
I actually am very, very proud to be a first Tanzanian balloon pilot. Since you know the legas and everything have to come when you work really hard for whatever you are working on. In Serengeti, it's like you are having a huge wildlife area to fly. Besides, it's very, very famous in the world. So it's something everybody's proud to come here and do their job, you know. So as for me, to have that opportunity, really, I feel very, very proud and very special.
Tourism being one of the top contributors in employment, many youth from Tanzania have taken space in this industry, including tour guides, operators, and now hot air balloon pilots.
When I was talking to the young generation and tell them about being a balloon pilot, the only thing they were like worried about it is like, it's only one company in the country. Am I going to have a job or not? But what I can assure them is now the industry is on. I mean, the chances are there. It's totally up to them to have the courage to go and do the training. And when they come back, they can go through the training and they can have a good life, they can have the job they like. Yeah, if you end up like doing a proper training and you get there, it's something you will be doing which you really, really like, which is very good.
Reporting from Serengeti, this is Margaret Geddy.
Another interesting reason there, of course, amongst millions for everyone to visit Tanzania. That item concludes local news tonight. International news is up next. And here is international news compiled by Dorothy Murray, read by Faithan Gaga.
Sudan's army says it will continue operations against the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, in the capital Khartoum, despite a 72-hour ceasefire call from the rival forces. The army says it had launched intensive strikes today against RSF, noting that the operations would continue across Khartoum. Speaking on state TV earlier today, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan says Sudan would come out of the fighting more united and stronger. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres urges immediate ceasefire in Sudan during Eid al-Fitr celebrations.
All parties to the conflict are Muslim. We are living a very important moment in the Muslim calendar. I think this is the right moment for a ceasefire to hold. And this ceasefire is absolutely crucial at the present moment. We have been in contact with the parties. We believe it is possible, but everybody must be united in putting pressure for the ceasefire to take effectively place.
After a week of fighting between two factions of the country's military leadership, at least 400 people have been killed and more than 3,000 injured. Police Minister in South Africa, Becky Cele, says 2 suspects have been arrested following a mass shooting incident in Imbali town in KwaZulu-Natal. 10 people from one family were shot dead when gunmen stormed their house and opened fire in the early hours of Friday. Cele, joined by National Commissioner General Fani Masemola, addressed a media briefing while visiting the scene of the crime.
The youngest would be 13, the oldest would be 63, who happened to be the mother of the house, but it does look like it's a family. Most people that are there are of the same surname. Those that are not of the same surname, they had some form of relationship, so it's a family. Why those people who could come here and wipe everybody off is something that we'll have to find. But as police were attending to this, they received information that there are people who were doing some cleansing down about 1.5 kilometers from here. Well, we have gone and see that scene. In that scene, there were 4 people who were standing outside, and as they saw the police, they exchanged fire with the police.
He says the police managed to respond quickly on the matter, saying they have arrested 2 people. 1 was injured, 1 is dead, 1 ran away, and 3 firearms were recovered. Guinea-Bissau has suspended 5 out of the 7 magistrates under the military prosecutor for refusing to investigate a case about last year's attempted coup. Reports say the president of the military court deemed the magistrates' reluctance to handle the case of those charged with the attempted coup d'etat as insubordination. The magistrates say that the case was not within their jurisprudence and should be handled by the civil court. In February last year, unidentified gunmen stormed the government palace and held the president and prime minister hostage for over 6 hours before the military ended the siege. 18 suspects have since been charged in connection with the incident. Police are investigating a gold heist at Toronto Pearson International Airport, a location often used to ship gold mined in the province of Ontario. Canadian officials say more than $15 million United States dollars worth of gold and valuables were stolen on Monday this week. The high-value aircraft container arrived at the airport in the evening and was transported to a cargo holding facility. The police believe that is where the heist took place. Peel Regional Police Inspector Stephen Dewey-Veston says their team is investigating all avenues.
That was international news. Sports news is up next. And here is Mario Cheto with all the latest in sports.
Simba Football Club head coach Robertinho Oliveira says his squad is ready to take on defending champion Wydad Casablanca in Champions League quarter-final match to be played at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam. Coach Oliveira revealed that they will not repeat similar mistakes of 2011 when the 2 African giants met and Simba lost by 3-0 at home ground.
It's very important for my players, for us, check full stadium, because it's very important because we have a small advantage. We play at home. If you at home with the fans, you have 12 players for starting game.
It is a difficult match. It's our chance to get the qualification for the next round, and we have to do our best. Other words is not. We don't need more words. Just to do our best.
Simba welcome Wydad Casablanca in the first league match at the Benjamin Mkapa. This is tomorrow. Tanzania international boxer Twaki Duku boosts to defeat his opponent Lazo Kirizia from Georgia and defend his Universal Boxing Organization UBO international title fight to be played in Morogoro. Speaking after the weight measuring event held in Morogoro, Kiduku says he has trained hard and he is ready for Kirizia, who says he has traveled long distance to Tanzania to take the title belt back home.
They always bring different boxers who are very tough. So I want to tell you that the fight will be good, and with the grace of God, the victory will remain home.
Taki Duku defeated Alex Kabango from Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, last year and won the UBO title. Now he is hungry to defend as he fights against Lago Kirizia from Georgia in Morogoro. Malio Cheto, TBC News.
And that marks the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss the next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I am Nasa Kingo, wishing you a good night and a beautiful weekend.
Siku ya Aprili 23 mwezi wa 4 23 nitakumbana na Mheshimiwa Neema Rudangira, nitampona.